I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. It's springtime and there's a lot of jobs to be done outside. I got a break in the weather. It's been off and on spotting rain all day, sometimes pouring down like buckets and other times just dries up and sun comes out. Windmill lost a couple of bearings and the vanes came loose, which is why the bearings went out. Made it run out of balance. So the vibration wore out the bearings. In the wintertime, provided the wind. So now it's spring, and the windmill needs some assistance. A lot of things that get away with it, but this isn't the day for it. My original idea coming out in the garage was to go out in the tractor shed and work on the tractor. But then it started raining. I mean, it was coming down in buckets. So I said, okay, I'll work on the windmill. Now we'll pull this off. Put a greaser in the end of this. So I could grease the fan. But the greaser sticks out past the end of the shaft. So I have to take that out to get the thing off. Okay, this takes plain old standard cheap bearings out of a wheel. I'm going to knock these bearings out, and I'm going to weld up the fan. I have two new bearings. Those will take the place of the broken ones. At least I plan on them taking place of the broken ones. This is actually the hub off of a little wheel. And I bought the wheel at Harbor Freight. Bought this wheel at Harbor Freight, and I bought another one at Harbor Freight. Had it downstairs, and I thought, oh, well, I could use the old ones, but it's a different style hub on the old wheel. So took the bearings out of the new wheel, which I bought, which cost me $4. It's actually less expensive to buy the wheel and take the bearings out than it is to buy just the bearings. Go figure. Okay, now I've got broken fan blades on this, and I was gonna go after them and fasten them up with the wire welder, but the wire welder doesn't seem to do as good a job as I want, so changed my mind. I'm gonna go after them with the gas torch. It's a little softer way of doing it. At least it shouldn't take much. Famous last words. So take this piece of aluminum scrap and dig down into the cartridge and pull some grease out of it and stuff that down into the gun. At least that's the theory. Well, I got some. Cartridge gun belongs to my brother, and I don't have him here right now to use his gun, but all I got is some of his grease. I'm going to get as much of this grease out of this cartridge as I can get, because it goes in the trash. The cartridge goes in the trash and away, away, away. Alright, I'm past the danger zone. What you got to be careful of is you pull this handle out, tip it off to the side. And the plunger was leaking past the plunger so much that there's grease packed up in behind it. With it being fairly cold, it kind of didn't want to flow out of the thing. But if I had released that while I had this cap off, I'd have had grease shooting out all over the place. Now we're pumping. There we go. Well, that should work. I managed to get the grease gun filled, so I got this done. Got two projects done today. I got the fan welded up, and I got the grease gun filled. Now I'm gonna try and install this back out there to see if it works. Then I'm gonna have to wait for a nicer day to paint this thing. This windmill was broken. Now it's welded up, but it's not painted yet. It's not finished. And I have some other work to do before it's all done. But I'm going to wait for a little better weather. I'm going to let it sit out here and spin a while, make sure everything works. But I think it's going to be okay. If you have any suggestions for new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union without the express written permission of the parents or the legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.